We all know that the hardest part of product research is finding new product ideas to analyze. So I'm always trying to come up with unique ways to find products. And I actually discovered a new way to do product discovery the other day, which led me to find a viable niche in less than half an hour, where some sellers are making over $30,000 a month. So I'm super excited today to show you what that technique is so that you can go ahead and use it yourself. And if you've been following me for a while, you know I love sharing these tips and strategies because I want all of you to succeed. But first, my name is Crescent, and on my channel I share tips and strategy videos, just like this one, on how you can create a successful Amazon FBA private label business. So if you enjoy videos like this, consider subscribing. All right, let's get started. All right, so normally when I'm doing product discovery, I'd use a product discovery tool like the one from Jungle Scout, which is their product database tool. And you'll notice here, if you're familiar with it, I would pre-select some categories here and then enter some filters and then use the search. And I would go through the search results and see if anything here catches my eye, and then I would do some further analysis on the niche. But the problem with using the product database is that everybody is using it. So it's not uncommon for you to find product ideas that are saturated or becoming saturated. And the key to being successful is finding products or niches that no one else has discovered. So basically doing things that other people aren't doing. So if everybody's going this way, you want to go that way. Or if everybody's doing this, you want to do that. Okay, and so I have other product discovery methods that I use as well. And I'll actually post videos on those methods in the video description below if you want to learn how to do those. And just an example, one of my favorite methods is actually what I call the letter method. So if we actually jump onto Amazon real quick, the letter method is when I use the autocomplete in the search field here, and I'll just pick some random letters and see what comes up in the autocomplete that catches my eye. So what I'll do is, for example, I'll just pick a random letter like G, and I'll come down here and take a look and see if anything here catches my eye. And then I can switch to a different letter like A or R, or you can go alphabetically or backwards. But for example, let's just do G, and I'll do a second letter randomly like an R. And right here I see gravity blanket. I don't know what that is, so let's click on it and see. So this is a different way to come up with different product ideas that you can then analyze. So here you would then pull up the Jungle Scout Chrome extension and take a look at the data. And you can see right away that this one's way too competitive, so I would avoid this. But I've actually found many products using this exact method. So if you're wondering how to use this method, I'll actually post a video to it in the video description below. Now, moving on. So Jungle Scout actually released an update to their powerful Keyword Scout tool, which is the best keyword research tool out there. And I use it all the time to find keywords and build keyword lists to optimize my listings and create optimized PPC campaigns. So I was thinking, how can I use their Keyword Scout tool to come up with different product ideas? So for example, just to show you what Keyword Scout is, if we jump on there and I type in can opener, for example, it's such a powerful tool because not only does it pull up related search terms, it's smart enough to know to pull up related terms that don't include the seed keyword, in this case, can opener. Whereas with all the other keyword research tools, whatever seed keyword you put in, the results basically is just tagging on words in front or behind the seed keyword. Okay, so we take a look at the results here. Jungle Scout did a huge update. So not only does it show you the search volume now, but it shows you a 30 and 90-day trend. So it now tells you what direction that keyword is going. Either it's gaining or losing demand over the last few months. And it also shows you the PPC bid data here. So you can actually judge the level of competition using the bid data. So before we had to actually create a test listing and then create test PPC campaigns to get that data. And that would just be time consuming to go through that process when you're trying to go through different niches to analyze to find a product, right? So what you can do now is actually click this arrow and it shows you a historical search volume here. So it's easier now to check the trend and to see if it's a seasonal product. Okay, so what I did with the Keyword Scout is I combined their other tool, which I normally don't use for product discovery, which is their Niche Hunter tool here. And what the Niche Hunter tool is it finds niches that match your search criteria here for categories and filters. And I never really use this because the niches that it pulls up here aren't very accurate. The keyword search terms that it's curated aren't precise enough. And so the data that you're coming up with generally don't match the criteria that I'm looking for product research. So I never use this niche hunter. But I thought of a way now to combine niche hunter with the keyword scout to come up with products that I normally wouldn't have found or wouldn't show up in the product database. And just to show you, the niche that I found using this method is this one here. And if I pull up the data, you can see how crazy this niche is. All right, you can see right here that it's not too competitive. You can see there's only 2 listings here that are above 75 reviews. And the price point is great. It's in the low $20 price point. And look at the sales velocity. Almost every single one of these sellers is doing over 500 units a month. If you look at the monthly revenue, almost every one of them is doing over $10,000 a month. And this one's doing almost $34,000 in revenue a month. This one's doing $60,000 a month. Isn't that insane? Okay, so I found this in less than half an hour using this method, which I'm going to show you right now. So if we go back to the niche hunter, what I did is I selected the same categories that I normally would select when I'm using the product database. And I select these ones because the other categories here either are too competitive, they have too many returns, or you have to deal with variations. So I stay away from those. Okay, so these are the categories that I prefer to do product research in. And then on the filters here, it's different than the product database. So what I did here for the average unit sold, I selected a minimum of 250, as long as you're close. Okay, so 246 here. Let's just set that closer, 246. And then the average price, I'm looking between $14 and $27. I'm looking for products above $15 and less than $50. So I just chose a price range that's in around that area. And then the niche score is 7 or higher, okay? And then the competition, I'm looking for very low. And the listing quality score, that's what this one is. I'm looking for listings that aren't that great. So 7 or lower. And then the word count, I just left default at 0 to 4. Now it's very important here that you also include this, the keyword list that I have here in the exclude keyword field. Otherwise, you're gonna pull up a whole bunch of clothing, textiles, supplements, vitamins, and lotions and stuff. And those are things that I don't wanna sell. And it's just gonna clutter up the search results with products that I don't even wanna look at, okay? And I'll actually post this list of excluded keywords in the video description below so you can use them as well, okay? So now if you click on search, you can see that there's 8,257 results. And if it's still too high and you want to lower that to something more manageable, then you can adjust the filters to narrow down the search results. So for example, 8,000 is still pretty high. So let's make the average units to 600-ish, okay? And that's because usually if you're selling a lot of units, that niche is pretty competitive, okay? So let's lower that down to 600 and click search. And so that lowered it by half. Okay, so now we're down to 5,000 search results. Okay, so what I'm doing here is I'm not even looking at the results over here, like the average unit sold, competition, whatever. I'm actually looking over here in the keywords. And what I'm looking for is keywords that catch my eye. So things that I haven't normally seen, that are strange and out of the ordinary, which is typically what I'm looking for when I'm using a product database, but I'm looking at the photo in that case. But using the niche hunter, I'm looking for the keywords that catch my eye. Now, one thing you want to do is make sure you're not looking at the keywords that are trademarked or are major corporations or brand names. So you want to ignore those, right? So for example, this one is just for men. So I'm going to ignore that. The keyword I'm looking at here is beard dye, but I'm going to assume that that's too competitive. So I'm going to move on. And then like this one, Colts license plate. I think that has to do with a football team or something. Okay, so I'm going to ignore that. And so I'm going to just go through here and see if there's anything that catches my eye, okay? Let's go on to the next page. So there's items here that I know already off the top of my head that they're too competitive, so I'm just gonna skip past them. The idea is to do product research as quickly and efficiently as possible. So once you've done enough product research, you're gonna know which items are already too competitive, so you're just gonna ignore them, right? For example, candles, toothpaste, paper plates, they're all gonna be way too competitive, so I can skip right over those. Soap. But here's one that catches my eye, a film slate. Not sure what that is. If I click on that, Okay, these are like the film clapper boards, a clapboard. Okay, so kind of ironic. I'm making a YouTube video. I don't actually use these, but this is pretty strange and out of the ordinary. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this. It's called a film slate, and I'm going to go over to Keyword Scout, and then I'm going to type in film slate. And using Keyword Scout, I'm going to see if there's any other keywords here that catch my eye. All right, now if I look at film slate, I can see it only has 1,000 searches every month. And slate, well, clapper has 5,000, but I think clapper is the electronic device that turns your lights on and off. So I'm just going to ignore that one. But slate board, or clapper board actually, because I saw that in the niche hunter. If I click it, you can see here that it has relatively consistent search volume. All right. And then it has 2,000 searches every month. So now I can take clapperboard. Let's go over to Amazon and let's do a search for clapperboard. And you want to make sure to go through the results here and just to verify that the majority of the search results are that clapperboard, just to verify that you're using the correct broadest keyword, okay? It's very important that you do that. It's a pro tip. And now we can open up Jungle Scout and we can analyze the data. And I can see right away that there's a whole chunk of missing data here. And the opportunity score says it's low demand, low competition, and there's definitely not enough sales. So a pro tip here too is in situations like this, when there's a chunk of missing data or a whole bunch of sellers just don't have enough data here, just skip past it. There's no point in wasting any more time. There's literally over 12 million products on Amazon, right? So there's no sense in trying to spend time getting the data for niches like this when there's not enough data to analyze. So just skip past it, okay? So this is a bad product idea. So let's move on. So if we go back to the niche hunter, we can move on and see if there's anything else that catches my eye here. So if we scroll down, what I like to do also is, again, think outside the box and do what other people aren't doing. And so most people are going to go consecutively through the search results, right? And what I like to do is actually randomly choose pages or actually work backwards. So instead of just going through these numerically, let's just skip ahead a few pages and see if there's anything that catches my eye. Simple human sea bags. I have no idea what that is. Looks like they're trash bags. Okay, that was a strange way to call that product. What else is there? Rock. What is that? Okay, looks like it's some random list of products, but so this is a great example of you never know what you're going to find or expect, right? So this Hickeys tie-free laces caught my eye, right? So let's see what that is, tie-free laces. And let's go back to Keyword Scout and try tie-free laces and see what comes up here. So this has less than 150 searches every month, so it's probably not the right keyword to use. But I can see here that no tie shoelaces has 23,000. Okay, so let's copy that and let's take a look at the search volume. And you can see that since December of last year, it gained huge popularity and it's still climbing here. Okay, so let's go back to Amazon now and let's paste the no tie shoelaces and let's verify that that is the product, and it looks like it is. So let's pull up the Jungle Scout Chrome extension. Okay, so again, right away I can see it's way too competitive, right? You want to make sure that at least 7 out of the top 10 listings have less than 75 reviews. I mean, sales is insane in this niche, but it's way too competitive. All right, so let's move on. So let's go back to the niche hunter and let's see if we can find anything else. Let's choose another random page here. Deer bags hunting. Interesting. Okay, so this looks like antelope bags. I mean, I don't hunt, but I'm assuming this is when you go hunting and you shoot something, you can put it in these bags. But let's try what the main keyword would be here. Deer bags. Let's just try deer bags. So let's go to Keyword Scout. Let's try deer bags. Okay, and it has less than 150 searches every month, so it's probably not the correct keyword phrase here. So let's see if there's something else that kind of attracts my eye here. So let's look down here and see if there's anything related here. A meat bag. This has 1,800 search results. Let's take a look at the search volume here. It's not that great, but let's take a look anyways. So let's go back to Amazon. And let's try meat bags. And again, double check to make sure it is the correct product. And it looks like it is. And let's pull up Jungle Scout. Wow. Well, would you look at that? So it says the opportunity score says it's high demand, low competition. That's what caught my eye first. If I look at the reviews, there's 1, 2, 3 listings that have over 75 reviews, so it's not too competitive. And look at the monthly sales. It looks good. Most of these are over 250 units every month. The revenue is good. Most of these are over 10,000, just like the one I found before. And the price point is excellent. It's also in the mid $20 price range. And that's awesome. So actually, I just found another product here live while doing this video for you. So I hope that shows you how powerful this new technique is. Okay, so I'm probably not going to show you what that first product is because I've already done some research on that one and started sourcing it. But you can see here that this meat bag is another one that you can probably do a little more research on your own and see if it ends up being a viable one. So I'll do some product tracking on it, and I'll post a video on how to do that as well in the video description below. So there you go. Now, if you're new to Jungle Scout, I'll leave a link in the video description below as well to a coupon so you can save some money should you decide to purchase it. All right, I hope you found this helpful. Let me know in the comments if you gave this method a try and how it worked out for you. And if you have any strange ways to do product discovery, post them below too. I'd love to hear them. And if you want to learn more about how to do product research, check out these videos here. All right, thanks for watching. If you found value in this video, you know what to do. Hit that like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. And make sure you click that bell icon to turn on notifications so you never miss a video. There's also a link in the description to our community forums, which you should totally join. And as always, thanks for watching.